Hey, good morning, YouTube. This actually is my second video for today. Um, this one is going to be about anxiety and panic attack. Yes, I decided to put this on this channel because, well, I suffer from it. And rather than being embarrassed about it, and this is to be my spirit journey, I think it's good to be honest and put it out there because part of spiritual development is about dealing with the issues so that you can move forward. And I want to know any of you who have experienced anxiety or panic attack. With me, it initially started going on 3 years ago. November 2011 was my first uh, panic attack, and it escalated to such a point. Most of 2012, I was like even becoming afraid to even walk outside because I had a fear that if if it occurred out in public, you're going to think you're crazy or something, and the fact of feeling you're out of control. Uh, the symptoms I get, like it could just happen like boom, like I couldn't figure out what the trigger was, and like first like your head, you your mind starts to race, and then your heart starts to pound. And one time my heart was pounding so hard that it felt like my heartbeat was coming out from my ears. It got so bad. When that happened, I was like waking out of a sleep, and then it came on to me so quickly, But sometimes it's like I don't know what triggered it, and it just creep up on you. And so when that occurs, it like when it first happened, I thought I was having a heart attack, because it usually happened at nighttime, and I thought with the heart racing, oh, is this a heart attack, And I live alone, so I didn't want something to happen to me, and I'm here alone, so I was actually scaring myself, not realizing what's going on, and then my mind starts to race and everything, and so that's what was happening. I wasn't having a heart attack. It was a panic attack, or sometimes get an anxiety attack, and um, I'm able to pinpoint some of my triggers. Like I was watching a video on YouTube. A lot of times it happens while I'm on the internet, and I see that overexposure to too many videos is taxing on you because I guess maybe the subject matter, they just see the same thing, you know. I guess you absorb what you look at, and then I guess it just manifested as a panic attack, or let's say like the last time it happened, someone was talking about about their heart, and I see that's when it started, and that's when my heart started racing. Someone was talking about some issue, whatever, on YouTube, and there's something about their heart or their emotional heart or something, and I felt as if like I sensed something in my head, like a delayed reaction, and I felt I said to myself, something I think something's gonna happen, and then the trigger happened, that whatever what message was being traveled into my head, it was like a delayed response, and then boom. So I'm happy that at least I'm able to now sense when it's going to happen, and so I'm wondering what could I do to. I mean, you can't like live in a bubble, and I definitely don't want to live in a bubble. Um, what any of you who have had anxiety or panic attack, what are your triggers, and how did you overcome your situation? Also, I'm concerned about them because, like, um, I see that I get apprehensive visiting certain family members, or even my mother. And where she lives, there was a robbery before, a couple of, some years back, and I was home at the time. So I get anxious sometimes I get anxious just the thought of going over there and or let them, I know I'm going to go over there, for the next day. And that whole night, I'm so happy, so anxious about it, and it could trigger a panic or an anxiety attack here. And even at one point, I was getting them, I was on my way to see, visit my mother, and then it happened on the train when I was going to a home, and I really want to be visiting my mother more. I don't want to stress her out. Um, because what kid wants to impose on the mother, and I did have a panic attack, right in front of her two years ago. I went to visit her for her birthday, and I was going to spend the whole weekend. Then I brought my little dogs that you know about, like this one here. I mean, it's all said had had my dogs in the crates. I had the trees and my clothes and everything. And when I arrived, it's like right after I arrived there, I started to you know get an anxiety attack, and I thought maybe I could just try to cover it up that I'm not having it or something, and watching the TV, and then it happened. Boom. And I I had to leave. It was the first time ever that I had to leave her home because of something's going on. And she was very, very, upset. She was concerned what's going on. And I think I told her, I said, I think I'm having anxiety attack, whatever. I think I should go, you know. And so I think I'm a little embarrassed about that. And I I want to be there for my mom, and I don't want like I don't want to be afraid or apprehensive about going over. I want to be able to take care of her, and I want to enjoy her company. So I'm putting it out there because maybe there's someone who may have experienced this before, and maybe some of those triggers are family members, or maybe events that had happened and they start to re-trigger. I did see a professional therapist regarding the issue when it first started, but I find that the traditional um, therapy, I didn't find it very helpful to me. And but I was actually thinking about this. I think some people call it like energy work. Like they say that when someone is going through like emotional stress or even a panic or anxiety attack, that like you have the facilitator, the therapist, and when your body is starting to experience that those symptoms of a panic attack. They take something and they move in front of your eyes, and you have to follow it with your eyes. And it's similar to what they call like when you're dreaming. They said that when we dream, our mind is processing, the day's information or certain stresses in your life or situations. And when you're dreaming, your eyes are moving back and forth, and that motion is actually processing. They call it processing the information, the stress, whatever, and then you're able to overcome it and move forward with it. But in this case, with this type of new therapy, you're awake and you're talking to the therapist, and when your body is starting to, like a body memory or whatever, they do that thing with the eyes. It sounds really bizarre. I just learned of it, that technique, a little over a month ago. So if any of you know what I'm talking about, I think they call it energy work. Um, but if any of you have had, overcome anxiety or panic attacks, please let me know, and let me know how you overcame your situation, how to get over, stresses, and become an overcomer. And being on a spiritual journey is about, getting to the next level successfully, so you can move on and grow. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your advice are, and take care. See you.